Welcome back, guys, to another video of the Tales of Bistun. Oh my god, I was gonna say the Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Farhad's heart felt ready to burst out of his chest.
Let's get moving.
Shirin, the name of the woman he loved.
This game is pretty small. It's like you can finish it around 2.5 hours. So probably we're gonna have like the six videos. It is a pretty small game.
Silence hung thick in the ethereal air, as if God himself were holding his breath. But God had forsaken this place, and a demonic creature made it its home. Something, perhaps the ominous roar, had activated the talisman stones. The hoopoe, Farhad's thankless guide, was trapped. Farhad couldn't help but dwell on All-Seed's dire warning.
Beware the Div
Bistun.
if you value your life.
The poor bird was in grave danger. Farhad found his attention drawn to the floating island, pierced by menacing light. He could remember nothing about it, but somehow it seemed familiar.
There we go, another trophy. Rescue the hoopoe from the cage.
Farhad freed the hoopoe, but flap as it might, it struggled to fly. He tried to cradle the bird in his hands, but it evaded his gentle grasp. Perhaps All-Seed's embrace would cure the bird of its injuries. If only it could do the same for Farhad.
You should not return to that cursed place.
Farhad shook his head. I must have answers, he said. I have to find Shirin. All-Seed sighed.
I
a sound like the wind rustling through leaves. Farhad asked Allseeds about the giant floating island in the Revelations realm.
Put the fortress of oblivion from your mind.
Allseeds said.
You will never reach it with that weapon.
Allseeds' mouth cracked into a frown.
The sickness is spreading,
It said.
The statue of the lady with a branch will aid you. Do not venture to the fortress of oblivion.
Allseeds warned.
It is aptly named.
I'm so sorry, Shirin.
And it's another trophy. Carve your first statue.
Farhad muttered under his breath. It pained him that he could ever have forgotten his love. Why has done this to me? He thought. 1,000 thoughts and fears vied for supremacy in Farhad's head. But all coalesced into a single burning goal. He had to find Shirin. Thankfully, it seemed Allseeds had healed the hoopoe's wounds. The little bird darted from one perch to another with a grace that brought a smile to Farhad's lips. But it was the lukewarm smile of a troubled man. He couldn't stop thinking about the floating island skewered by light in the Revelations realm. The mention of an ancient temple piqued Farhad's curiosity. A reassuring warmth flooded through Farhad's body at the memory of Shirin's delicate face. Another of those cursed arenas. Just how far had the blight spread? Farhad's resolve hardened. If he didn't act, there may be no world left to recall. Farhad's memories of Shirin grew stronger. He cherished.
Well, that's done. Another statue.
The enemies are growing in might and stature, Farhad realized. The blight must be worsening. His train of thought was interrupted. A sweet scent found its way to him on the gentle breeze. It seemed to be coming from the temple ruins. Does the large stone ring the author described hold some power? Farhad wondered.
And now we got a pickaxe. Pitch Devil and find your new weapon.
The pickaxe's handle was carved from the fragrant branch of a pomegranate tree. Have I used this before? Farhad wondered. The feel of the pickaxe in his strong hand suggested the answer. Building a canal to bring milk to her door was no easy task, but one Farhad would do again in a heartbeat.
Accomplish Smithy. Acquire a second special attack.
Farhad sucked in deep breaths to recover his energy. But despite his exertions, he realized he was humming the broken notes of some long-forgotten song. The princess came here from the ancient land of music and peace, Armenia. It was a couple of years before Farhad built the milk canal for her new castle in Persia.
Nice. New enemies.
Formed in Farhad's stomach. Those were royal soldiers, he thought, but they seemed mindless. Could the sickness affecting nature have spread to humans too? The notion struck Farhad with fear. Something about the name Garibon Vars sent a shudder through Farhad. But why? He could not remember. Farhad's fear settled into a crushing depression. Wherever he went, he encountered only forgotten destruction. Like a battlefield long after the fighting has ended. There is no time to stop this madness, Farhad thought. A smile touched Farhad's lips, for he was well acquainted with those wondrous trees.
Complete the third level.
Farhad recalled why the little hoopoe had been with him since he awoke. But what of the other prisoners, he wondered. All Seed's stern warning sharpened Farhad's senses as he entered the Revelations realm once more. Whisper interrupted his thoughts. Please, my hands. Swallowed a lump in his throat. He could feel eyes upon him.
Yeah, this game is pretty easy. We haven't have the birds to follow.
He was nearing the
Pretty linear.
whisper.
The only thing that you might miss is the collectibles. That's that. This is pretty easy.
His thoughts of Shirin were a raging torrent that swept away his fears. Amidst the pealing bells, Bistun's roars grew louder, closer. But the fortress of Oblivion beckoned. The path to his love was open, and so he ran.
Did I say?
All Seeds growled.
He must leave now!
But the Whisper! She needs my help! Farhad pleaded. All Seeds scowled.
Anyone in that infernal place is already...
The great tree broke off. Time had run out.
Encounter the dev. The div.
Farhad awoke to darkness as thick and foreboding as a moonless night. Am I? No. He was still in the Revelations realm, but a forgotten, shattered part of it. The memory of Bistun's terrifying appearance sent a shiver down Farhad's spine. Little wonder they named a mountain after him. I have to find Allseeds and leave here. He clenched his fists and cursed his stubbornness. I should have listened, he muttered. Allseeds was right. And now, he feared he would pay the price for his obstinacy. I have failed you, my love, he whispered into the darkness. Lost in his thoughts. At first, Farhad didn't notice the statues lining his path. Each depicted Farhad battling the enemies he had fought in the real world. Every one, the foes had overcome him. What does this mean? He thought. Who sculpted statues of my demise? Farhad swallowed a lump in his throat. This one was unfamiliar. Farhad swallowed a lump in his throat. This one was unfamiliar. We have to go, Farhad said. Allseeds smiled. His voice was thin, a breeze rustling through leaves.
To kill mountain must build new.
Find your ally and escape from the trouble. Nice.
Farhad gripped Allseeds' amethystine heart. Tears stung his eyes. He sacrificed himself to send me back, he realized. One last time. Bistun's mighty fingers had snuffed out the candle of hope. A great weariness overcame Farhad. He needed to rest, close his eyes. And what better place than beside the statue of the woman he had failed.
Alright guys, it is time for me to wrap up this episode. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye everyone.